July 8th, 2025, Town of Rome Plan Commission, 4 p.m. meeting. Call to order. To my left, please.
Giardino here.
Dalton here.
Capel here.
Reppin here.
Hepner here.
Janzak here.
Weisinger here.
Okay, so we're going to next certify the posting of the meeting.
I certify that on Friday, June 27th, 2025, the agenda for the Town of Rome Plan Commission meeting for Tuesday, July 8th, 2025 was posted at the following locations: Rome Town Hall, 2:30 p.m., Quick Trip LLC, 2:41 p.m., Nakusa Port Edward State Bank, 2:45 p.m., posted on the Town of Rome website on June 27th, 2025. Legal notice was published in the Wisconsin Rapids Tribune on June 24th, 2025, and July 1st, 2025.
Okay. Now moving on to number 4, approve the agenda. Do I
I
have
make a motion for that.
Second.
Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
All right, number 5, citizen comments. During the citizen comment period of the agenda, the Plan Commission welcomes comments from any town resident not member of the commission on any item not on the agenda. Please know that pursuant to stat law, the commission cannot engage in conversation with you, but may ask questions. The commission may refer the item to staff, a standing committee, or a future Plan Commission agenda for discussion and action. Each person wishing to speak will have up to 3 minutes to speak. Speakers are asked to submit a card to the chair, providing their name, address, and topic for discussion. The commission will also take comment from the public on agenda items as called by the chair, but not during citizen comment. Please note that once the commission begins discussion on an agenda item, no further comment will be allowed from the public on that issue. And we do have a citizen comment. Diana would like to come up. Update on the comprehensive
This is a
plan.
different position for me. Okay, my name is Diana Dilge. Address is 1308 Birdie Trail, and I'm here to address the comprehensive plan update that is to be basically completed by May of next year. We did start talking about this a little bit when on prior commissions. I did hear at one board meeting that the chair is thinking of putting this over to CDA for work on, and I strongly disagree that that is the entity or the governmental body that should be working on this. The statutes are continuously talk about the Plan Commission handling the comprehensive plan or master plan, as they call it, as well as updates and making sure that it is completed. We have other governmental entities that you need to interact with, the Regional Planning Commission, the local, the county, and they don't meet all the time. I'm concerned with regard to CDA because in the last 5 months, I think they've met once. They don't have quorums. This is something that is very time critical and needs to be handled, knowing the zoning and knowing the comprehensive plan, which this commission works with almost all the time. And the familiarity that this commission has, I think, is a more viable entity that should be handling this. There was an article by UW, the Local Government Education Center, by James Schneider. It's called the Town Plan Commission. It's fact sheet number 16, which gives a whole lot of information with regard to what the Plan Commission, why they're set up, what their duties are. And in this fact sheet, it does state that one of the most critical things a Plan Commission is responsible for or should do is a comprehensive plan and further updates to that comprehensive plan. So those are my reasons, and I don't believe putting this into the CDA's hand is a really good direction to take.
Thank you. Any questions? No? Okay.
Are you going to address that same issue with the board?
I
Is the board,
attended to, yes.
the board's the one that has to make that decision.
So the board did recommend it to the Community Development Authority and other governmental entities. So I think when they made that recommendation to CDA, that was their starting point.
It says that it would be a body of local government authorized to prepare or amend a comp plan. And I'm not sure if a unilateral decision by a chair is authorization for the CDA to do this. I believe it does need to be a town board decision. So I was just putting that where I don't know if you would have any ability to address this with the town board as the commission and relegating authority to the CDA.
Who was James Schneider associated with?
He's associated with the local government education department of UW-Madison.
Diana, could you maybe send me that information and then I could forward it on to Carl, the town chair? And then I did write down the fact sheet and everything, but just so we have all of it.
Sure.
Do you still have my email? Or can you-
Yes, I do.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay.
Thank you, Diana.
All right, thank you. All right, any more questions? We'll move on. Number 6, informational updates, recent correspondence, current events or announcements. Anyone has any? No? Okay. We'll move on to number 7, open public hearing. Consideration of an amendment of Town Zoning Code, Chapter 360, for the purposes of increasing the shed size maximum to 160 square feet in all zoning districts.
You did say they're coming?
She emailed me and she said she was gonna try to get here as
You
close.
want to put this off?
We can move that.
Maybe they come?
You want
I'll make a motion,
Motion
we
to-
just move this down the agenda to at least give that
person
individual-
time enough? Okay, all right.
So I'll make
Good.
a motion, we just move it down the list to give them the opportunity to discuss when they come here.
Yep, do we have a second?
Second.
A second?
This,
All right.
this might be her right here.
Hang on.
Hi.
Are you from the shed? Yeah. I just made, okay,
Okay.
back on track.
All right.
All opposed?
Well, you want to just
We'll just,
give her a second here, or just?
yeah, okay, we'll just put it back on the agenda as it stands.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Okay, we'll move on to number 8 here. Wait, do we have to, we had a motion and a second do we have to approve that?
I mean, it's up to you if you wanna.
Or just
you
wait,
can-
or just go
You
ahead.
can rescind that and then just
Well,
continue.
Since he's here, let's
Yeah.
rescind it.
Oh, okay,
I would rescind
rescinded, okay,
I'll rescind that motion then.
all right. So are
So we're back to opening the public hearing.
open to the public hearing, consideration of the amendment of the Town Zoning Code, Chapter 360, for the purposes of increasing the shed size maximum to 160 square feet in all zoning districts.
Did you wanna?
So, yeah, hi, I'm Amanda with Saratoga Custom Sheds right up in the town of Saratoga, right across 73. We also have Auto Extras. And I don't know how much was passed on.
I forwarded the email that you
Okay.
had sent, yep.
So it's really convenience for residents. Right now, they're paying for a 10 by 16 shed, but they're getting a 10 by 15 because of the laws or rules. It would be a convenience to our builder, Premier Sheds, out of Cumberland, because building materials, I mean, it's all in even increments, so whenever I place an order for a Town of Rome resident, I have to, red flag it for them that it's 10 by 15, not 10 by 16, and not 10 by 14. So, I don't know if you need any other additional information. It's, not asking for anything more than 1 foot. And it would remain 10 feet at center. That won't change.
Okay. Any questions for Amanda?
I don't have any questions, heard just a comment that this has been discussed a couple times in the past. I don't know why it never got moved on. It should have, because this is foolish to have it at 150. It should be 160. It's, like I said, it's been talked about, but just never got pushed on to onto the agenda and action taken, but it should have, as far as I'm concerned, it should have been done a long time ago.
Yeah, I looked at it, other areas that I'm familiar with had a 100.
Hey, Bruce, can you talk in your microphone?
Others had a 180 of municipalities that I was familiar with that depending upon the size of their lot. So they range from 120 to 180, and I think both of those are probably more in line with a buildable structure with.
And that's
few
the
little
standard size, because I kind of looked it up.
scrap. Yeah.
Like if you go, whether it be at your business or maybe to Menards or Home Depot, the 10 by 16, they have standard sizes.
Yeah.
And she was talking about everything is on even, 10 by 16, 10 by 14.
My point is
Yeah.
that 160 isn't too big. So.
Well, we're going to have a discussion, possible action on number 9 about it, so we can discuss that in a little bit further detail then. But, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any other questions? Otherwise, I'll close the public hearing. Okay. All right, we'll move on to number 8.
I think you need a motion to close.
Oh, yeah, we need a motion to close the public
Make a
hearing.
motion to close the public hearing.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Number 8, discussion and possible action approval of the meeting minutes from Tuesday, June 10th, 2025. Do I have a motion?
I'll move approval as written.
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Then, number 9, discussion and possible action, consideration of the amendment of the Town Zoning Code, Chapter 360, for the purposes of increasing the shed size maximum to 160 square feet in all zoning districts. So, I guess, is everybody in favor of the 160?
Well,
Or,
I'm thinking, just by what, I didn't catch your name, ma'am, so Amanda, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
But from what Amanda said and what I looked up, it would make sense.
it's only a foot, that's why.
It would make sense, so I say, let's do it.
I'd like to make a motion to recommend a town board to change the maximum size to 160 square feet.
And I'll second that.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Just
Okay.
for the record, which one of you is counting as the second then?
I think Jerry got in there.
Jerry,
so-
okay.
Hey, you beat me, pal.
Just checking.
Photo,
Suggestion.
Jerry, photo finish there.
Should ask for discussion before you call for the vote,
Yes,
in case
Thank
there's any
you.
further discussion.
Yep.
Point of,
yes, thank you. Okay. We'll move on to number 10 then. Well, we're all in favor of that, right? Yep. Okay. Number 10, discussion only. Update regarding accessory structure size restriction within the Rome Town Center.
So Jeremy, if you wanted to give an update on that.
Yeah, so I passed on notes to the town attorney from our last meeting, what we talked about, some of the ideas we had, and apparently he's working on them. I haven't heard back anything. I did ping him again today, hoping we can have something for our next plan commission meeting.
And that's for both of the items, the accessory structure size restriction and the small scale solar.
Okay.
Correct.
And that's all for the Rome Town Center?
Yeah, for the accessory structure size restrictions for the RTC.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll see both of those coming back next month.
Okay. Any further discussion? All right.
We
then-
did.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Sure. Well, just as a heads up, we did look at it, and there's state laws that restrict what we can restrict as far as small-scale solar. And I think that's going to come up with what Jeremy shows, so it's
Yep.
just so that everybody's aware and not surprised by what you see next week.
All right. Then we'll close out number 10. We'll move on to number 11, discussion only, update regarding small-scale solar ordinances. I guess we just talked about that.
Yep. Same
So-
thing, you'll see that coming back next month and then,
Okay.
so.
So any further discussion? All right, we'll move on then. Anything for the number 12, next agenda items? Anything with people like to see other than the update on the Town Rome Center accessory structure size and the small-scale solar ordinances?
I can also tell you, you should be seeing the final plat review for Alpine Estates First Edition come back next month. They have to submit the paperwork. They said nothing changed with the plans, they just have to submit for the review.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Good, good. Anybody else? All right, then we'll move on to number 13. Next meeting date and time, Tuesday, August 12th, 2025 at 4 PM. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
I think you set some kind of record here.
I think so.
15 minutes. We're used to 2 hours, or more.
Thank you, everyone.